welcome to another one of these. What are these? I don't know. Oh, well, let's stop that. And then I said we were going to do Mythbusters. The busting of the myths. I don't know whether we'll have to start fully from scratch, or whether I can pop in where I left it. But I've tried sort of... I did try putting it in a window, but it just... No. It went, no, I'm not doing windows, mate. I'm not doing a window. So it's still full screen for me, but it is, I think, a slightly lower resolution of full screen. So I don't know if that's going to help it or not. There we go, yeah. It is now doing a sort of borderless, but I did set, you know, I said it there. I said, right, do it in a window, please. And it just went, no. Oh, fair enough. And it was very sort of like, oh, I suppose I can't tell you off for doing it. But yeah, it looks like this is probably where we left off. Yeah, because we did a success there. So let's have a look at this. This one is save 2 test mock-ups from destruction by grenade and dynamite. Okay. So here we go. Right. Determine the percentage of the area. Determine the area percentage even. Okay, 74%. Right. Click within a body to fill it and apply button to check. So that's probably about 50%. That is a horrible noise. Yeah. I don't know how they designed it, but I assume they did not design it with the idea of someone holding that button down. Despite the obvious fact that you might want to hold it down to go like that. But it is a horrendous noise. And I would hope that if they ever decide to go anywhere further with the game, that they might possibly consider the idea of getting rid of that noise. So, yeah, I mean... that if it was a full kit and caboodle, that would probably be about 75%, wouldn't it? The fact that it's lost 2 chunky bumps will shoot it up there and say that's about 74? 76, there you go. I'm pretty good at estimations, it would seem. So we've got a little bit of our set in there. And now over here, oh, we're doing this again. So I've got 16 moves. Good lord. Okay, that's a lot of moves. I don't 100% think I need that many moves. Not sure precisely how the interaction of this is going to go, but if this works, then I definitely didn't need 16 moves. But I suppose maybe that was the challenge, to work out that you did not need 16 moves in order to actually complete it. But yeah, you just did a loop-de-loop. Right, okay, here we go. So red object is what we need. Then this one, if memory serves, yeah, that once ball passes through, it becomes an object. So... arguably, can I just... okay, no. But if you don't toss it quite... no, okay, fine. So maybe you do sort of... I can't imagine... no, because that would end up just going off that side. I can't do anything with that one, I don't think. So maybe, I suppose, maybe it's... oh, no, that's the one I dismissed just mere seconds ago. Literally just dismissed it, and it turned, and I immediately decided to do the exact thing I dismissed, which is not necessarily the most intelligent thing to do. I feel like maybe I am overcomplicating it, but I feel like that's, yeah. I get the impression that might be a case of wherever you throw the ball... no, we've already dismissed that idea. I keep going back to the same idea every single time, and it's slightly disturbing. Oh, so what is the thin line? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that... almost hidden, in fairness, but if you do look carefully, that is an actual thin line there. So, That feels like it's going to have some pertinence to it, perhaps. Can't see that working because I'm assuming the ball... Oh, no, okay. Oh, okay. No, that's interesting. So, when the ball passes through... Okay, okay. So maybe... Well, how does that sort of work? Okay, interesting. Okay. Is there some kind of angles thing? I'm assuming no, because that feels a little too complicated. I might be mistaken, but it does feel a little too complicated. So I just want to see this one again, because it didn't do what I was expecting it to do, so I'm curious. Okay, so... Which would mean... I'm assuming no, because that would still disappear that one too early. Although having said that, make sure that all objects drawn with a white line disappear. Okay, I was going to say, can I not just go like that? And the answer is no, which is fair enough. So, to get all the objects drawn with a white line, you would have to... I feel like that has to be the last one, which means you then have to go over this one. Which means you have to trigger this one somehow. But the only way to get over to this one would be that angle there. Or starting there, of course. I suppose maybe that's... Oh, actually, no, because I don't see how you get the red, but I'm curious about this. Dink, dink, dink. Oh! Oh, the red object cannot be touched. Oh, well, that was substantially easier than I was making it, I think. Solve the equation by moving one matchstick to somewhere else. So, that's not actually a number, is it? Just a... I mean, I suppose technically it never stated it had to be a number. It felt like it was supposed to be a number. One matchstick. So I feel like surely it's got to be moving a matchstick around here. I've only got one move, which is intriguing. What sort of numbers can I take? No, I can't. I wondered if I could just take the equals sign. I can, however, take from that one as well, so that does open up quite a lot more possibilities. I'd say maybe that, but... Oh, you actually do have to physically take it. But I'm not convinced I can get anything that would equate to a 0. Oh, no. No. But maybe. But no. I can't quite see any options there. I can't see how taking one of these away, I suppose arguably. Not really, 7. No. Oh, that is a 6, however. That is a 6, however. So what could you do? There's a Mythbusters game. Yes, there is. And this is the Mythbusters game. Last week, we played it, and it was terrible. And it also kicked the living crap out of my machine, which I think it might still be doing. But no, it's not at the moment, because this screen is fairly tame. But the when you were outside, it did not have good optimization, I don't think. But I've dropped down some of the settings even further than last week, so it might run at least semi-smoothly. But yeah, it's not what you'd classify traditionally as a good game. But I wanted to give it another go. I wanted to see if I was being unfair or whether I was being quite fair. Ooh, there's an option. Don't know what the option... Oh, there's an option. There it is. You make the 8 into a 9 and then the random bit into a 5.
Hello there.
General Dragon Fang. There you go. I think you've learnt the pattern, haven't you? That 9 times out of 10, I basically although technically, I suppose, if I go by my own logic, what I would have to say in that situation would be General Dragon Fang, because I tend to. The general is a fixed point, and then I try and do whatever you've written in the hello there section. So strictly speaking, it would be General Dragon Fang. But that's the pattern, if you were wondering. And welcome to both of you. Welcome to Mr. James Games. Good afternoon, and welcome to you, Mr. Blue Bush. Good afternoon. How are you both today? Are you doing well? Oh golly, I've got 56 moves. Yes, I see. So, I mean... Yeah, okay. That one's a nuisance. Because I'm seeing, like, there... no, I'm not making another grenade. I am trying... Now... I mean, technically speaking, I suppose... Dependent on how many moves I've got available. Plenty. There you go, done. It was a bit long-winded, and I don't know if that was the optimal path to victory, but I had enough moves to do it, so fuck it. I'll do. Although, I suppose technically I am fiddling with grenades, I think, because this is all grenades. But this is the second part of the grenades thing. First, it was just testing the firepower of a grenade, and now it's an exponential explosion. Save 2 test mock-ups from destruction by grenade and dynamite. So I have to figure out how to do that. So, blueprint solved. Okie dokie. So, create items for the experiment. Right, I think this time round I possibly have to work this out myself. So, prepare the grenade, dynamite, and build 2 test mock-ups. Okay. So, small workshop. I think this is where we need our stuff. Buy raw materials. Do we have... Oh, here we go. Right. So, we need the piezoelectrical grenade. So, here's a grenade. Buy. No, there is an actual building. You do sort of... You've got a big workshop. Oh, polypropylene granules. I don't know what they are, but... Wasn't the detonator over here somewhere? Toggle switch. Key lock. Ah, piezo igniter. So I want one of those. Eat some of those granules. No, I think that's unwise. Now, wasn't there a starting switch over here somewhere? I don't know. But anyway, let's go. Oh, okay. Dynamite. We need 7 piezoelectrical lighters. 7. I also need 7 dynamite sticks. I'm assuming dynamite's with... dynamite. Let's buy some dynamite. Dynamite. 7 sticks for me. Oh, yes, just on a low shelf. Well within the reach of small children. But then again, I suppose you shouldn't really bring small children in. So I think we need that. Electronic components. Gummy bears! Fantastic. I've got gummy bears. I've got a slight problem with this, and that's the font does not look like it's in the world. I mean, I know, so I sort of understand why it probably is like that, because they want to keep these customizable until the final build, perhaps, maybe, I don't know, but, you know. It still bugs me slightly that they're not. Switch casing, key lock. Electronic components. We just want one of those. A 9-volt battery. 9-volt cell. That's what we want. One of them. And then a small printed circuit board. A small printed circuit board. Small printed circuit boards. I use small printed circuit boards. I need a small printed circuit board. Salami! Awesome. Tripods, no. Paint. We need to paint it up. Large bottles, small bottles. Small printed circuit boards. Small printed gun. Straight up gun. Straight up gun. And gun ammunition. You would of course keep your gun ammunition next to your gun because that's what they all do. Rope and balloons, jerry cans, all sorts of crap here. Right, so I need some kind of. I need a small circuit board. Oh, I see, page 7. But I feel like I do need. Oh, I do actually need some duct tape as well. Interestingly enough, or at least I think I do. Oh, yeah, you never have too much duct tape, can you? Oh, yes. No, that really did go down quite down the spelling there, didn't it? You are legally obliged. You're legally obliged to keep the ammo in a separate building. I don't know if that's true, but I do certainly feel like you wouldn't want to keep them next to one another. And good afternoon, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Craft. I don't know if I really want to craft anything here, so let's flip to the next piece of the doodah. Right, so we want wooden planks. Yeah. Oh, how many pieces do you get out of a wooden plank? Page 3.
Hello there,
General Skink. You think those are the UK laws? Really? Good lord, I did not know that. Page 3. Okay, so Saw. Is that page 3? No, that's page 3. No, that's probably not page 3. Maybe it is page 3. Requires a hammer. Okay, where are my hammers? Were my hammers over here? Hammer. Buy a hammer. Okay. Fine. I'll buy 6. I'll buy 6 bits just in case. Wooden beams, please. 2 wooden beams, I think, and 8 9-inch nails. I'm gonna go see 9-inch nails 8 times. Screws. 8 of the bastards. Why are we buying stuff when it's clearly already in the warehouse? Don't ask sensible questions. I told you this game wasn't very good. Right, so I need to go to the saw. Oh, I see. I only needed 1 wooden plank and 1 wooden beam. Never mind. Right, let's go to my saw. My saw's over here. Let's go find... do I really have to... no, I don't. No, I can just use it. I don't have to assemble it. Wooden plank. A whoosh. Probably best put the board away. And now... Oh, no. That's a very short plank. Perfect. Oh, that's a slightly short plank. And... Hoi! Ho! There we go. I think I've got several bits of wood. Whether it's enough wood, I don't know. Wood beam. I need to cut up the wood beam as well. So let's use this and cut up my wood beam. And whoop! Whoop! Perfect. And now... perfectly cut. I can't even say the word cut, let alone cut the materials. Right, so I think next page. Small printed circuit board. I need 3 electronic components. Do I already have 3 electronic components? Where were the electronic components? They were over here somewhere, weren't they? I think we have seen electronic components, haven't we? Or was I looking for electronic components and I couldn't find the electronic components? I'm unclear. I think you're there on work experience. No, I think I am supposed to be an official full-fledged Mythbuster. Craft. Yeah, go on. We'll craft the grenade. So, mount the grenade. That's it. And now I think, wasn't this remove that pin? That's it. And now I need to assemble the piezoelectrical igniter. And I believe that's it. Take the item. Cool. There is more crafting to be done. So mount the dynamite. Yes, just drop notoriously dangerous dynamite. Just drop it on top of. Just drop it down like that. You know, absolutely fine. I'm not going to lie. I suppose technically, nowadays, I think dynamite is a lot more stable than traditional, full blown TNT. Oh, I need to select the. Oh, I don't have it. How do I get my inventory up here? Could you have not just had that as a viable thing instead of having to make me fiddle around? My duct tape. There we go. I'm going to apply the duct tape. All problems are solved with duct tape. No small... of course, I don't have a small printed circuit board because I haven't yet done a small printed circuit board. I don't know where the position is for doing a small printed circuit board. Okay, there appears to be a marker over here. Oh, but I think this is building the test mock-ups. So let's mount... Let's get rid of the notebook for now. Mount that. Mount this. And then, if memory serves, yeah, I was actually able to move the camera. Which I don't remember them ever actually telling me, but that's fine. Hammer it. Hammer. Oh, yes, of course, I need to actually choose the hammer. Because, why not? Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Duct tape, like the Force. The light side, the dark side, binds us together. Boo. Boo, hiss, boo on that joke. Oh, hang on, wait. There we go, we found it. Oh, there we go, I can just zoom out. That would have made life a lot easier if I'd known that. Wooden plank piece. Mount a man. Cowboy man. We always want a cowboy man here. Was it actually from the show? Oh, I'll have to forgive you then. Hands up, cowboy. Hands up, cowboy. Hands up, cowboy. And now we want to wrap around to the side and hammer some more nails in. These nails are quite enormous, if you ask me. Because they look more like the sort of nails you'd get in a small child's toy toolkit. Rather than actual small nails. I suppose it's probably a limitation of you needing to actually see these things. But, no, you come with me. I need to find the van. Now I need to find the van to toss the man in the van. Ah, there's the van. Whoosh! And I think we just toss the man. Oh, no, come here, man. No, don't bring the clean-up crew. I want the man in the van. There we go, the man is in the van. I don't think I need to use that anymore. I just need to find out where to... Oh, there's a help card. I don't need no help, I'm a Mythbuster. I think we want a second test mock-up. Well, I must admit, it would be useful if I knew the exact setup I'm supposed to be doing. But, there you go. You get more popular with every now... Is that right? Oh, this is you looking at the whole screen again. Stop doing that. You make me look bad. Bad? You make me look like a bag. Yes, you make me look like a bag. I also need more nails. 8. I've already used all 8 nails. But you make me look bad for when I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I suppose in fairness I can do that myself by not knowing what I'm doing. Oh, whoop, careful. What myth am I testing? It's to do with grenades. Get the fucking nail in, you prick. No, don't do that. That's going to be nasty. You start banging nails into your prick. It's a very different show than Mythbusters. Are you getting the nail in? No. Put the nail in. Are you deliberately being a bellend, sir? Put the nail in. Here you go. God. Sometimes these people, absolute pricks. What do you mean missing from back? Oh, we need more wood. We need more wood. I don't actually know if I need to have built 2 mock-ups. I just feel like I should be having 2 mock-ups, right? Here. Is that enough wood? Is that all the wood I need? I don't know. It was. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot easier when the game was telling me exactly what to do at exactly the right time to do it. With a bonnet, absolutely want to. Oh, I need wooden plank pieces. Like I say, I probably need about three or so more wooden planks. So let's buy 6, 7, 6. Let's not go overboard. I just want to make sure I've got enough so that I don't have to do any more of this shit. Oh. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, I missed it by that much. Whoop. Hey. Wood, 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 wood. Get that wood in my inventory. It looks good. Wood in my inventory. Woody, wood, wood. I see. I suppose maybe it's based on a previous climate. Yes, no, we have a bonnet. Oh, it's not a bonnet, is it? It's a beret, you pricks. Sorry, perhaps a little unnecessary, but let's just have standard hands. Or at least I think it looks more like Jamie's beret, isn't it? And I feel like it's meant to look more like Jamie's beret because that would make a degree of sense, which means it's not a fucking bonnet. Absolutely. I was trying to give this game the benefit of the doubt. I was trying. Oh yeah, so the cowboy hat probably. Well, you put the fucking nail in the fucking board. See, this is how you. This is how you build things. You build things by shouting at it. Where's the van? Fucking get in the van! There we go. I think I've got both Jamie and Adam. Oh, no, it's not. It's doing the same as it did last time, despite the fact that the resolution is, like, substantially less. So, this is good. This makes me think it's definitely this game that's a little bit at fault when it comes to trying to get things to do. But I do need to find, like, the electronics workshop. Do we know where the electronics workshop is? Because that's the crafting table, which is fine. Unless it is here. But oh, there we go. Okay, small printed circuit boards. Ah, but I do need the electronic components. So I'm assuming somewhere here there are electronic components. Gun vice parts? Grenades, bottles. C4. Cool, let's blow some shit up. Guns and ammo. Balloons. Rope. Jerry cans. Large bottles, medium bottles, small bottles. Paper tubings, tripods, paints. Salami, cement, pork, gummy, black powder, polypropylene, saltpeter. Don't do that, he doesn't deserve being salted. Switch casing, toggle switches, key locks, piezoelectricals, electronic components, there they are. I don't know how many I need, let's grab 10. And away we go! I can't keep up with the chat, to be honest. It could be an omelette, true. So shortly you're going to throw sticks of dynamite into the van, kind of haphazardly. No, I don't think you do. I think you carry the dynamite on your person at all times. Probably a detonator and the grenade too, true. What do you see 4 of? I don't know. Did I say 4 of? Or did you say 4 of? Who organised these boxes? I don't know. But yeah, Chester, you might have to help me out because I don't know. Did I mention 4 of? Because I'm absolutely willing to accept I did and just didn't pay attention to my own brain. Which is probably sensible in fairness. Right, so I don't know what I'm not entirely sure what you're asking me to do. Do you just want me to... I mean, I've got a hammer out. Oh, I said C4, of course. Ah, right, okay. Ah, right, not... Oh, God, I think I might actually need a degree in electronics. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead... Oh... Do I want to put... Okay, you seem happy there. You put the electronics on the board, or you get those again. Are you happy with that? You do seem to be happy with that. You go, oh! It's happy! I just put the thing in and it went happy sounds. Right, we want to put our little circuit board on top of the dynamite. And then... Oh, God, no, it's not. I was going to say, it may be missing from the backpack, but it's because it's in me. More electric components, that's fine. Cool. Is that more electric components? If we can get to them. I find, like, sort of navigating and accessing things is quite awkward. Which kind of, like, when your entire game is navigating a camera and accessing things, to make that slightly awkward, personally, you would test the circuit before attaching it to explosives. Nah. If I blow up in the van, I blow up in the van. It's all good. There we go. Oh, yes! Tape the battery. That seems professional. I'm assuming it probably is, because duct tape, of course, is used for almost everything. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like when you're dealing with high explosives, you don't want to see... duct tape on them. But there you go. Okay, so console, objects for covering explosives, used to test the... So... I don't know whether I'm ready to leave. Let's see. So, you wanted me to build... I think that's page numbers, isn't it? So... Say 3 test mock-ups. Okay. Say 4 test mock-ups. Well, I suppose in that case, let's go grab a shed load more Plankingtons. That should be more than enough. And a ton of wooden beams, because it's not my money. I can waste it all. I'll waste it all. I don't care if I miss or if I soar. Because it's not my wood, and it's not my money. Although the saw did seem to make a funny noise there. If real life, if the saw made that strange noise, I'd have probably put the saw away and tried to work out why the saw was making a strange noise. Oh, maybe it's just when I miss? I don't know. Oh well. Let's try missing and see. No, that's the miss noise, the boop boop. The other noise was not in the slightest bit, but lots and lots of wooden planks, wooden planks, wooden planks, wooden planks everywhere. And now we want to do the same with the wooden beams. Ba-ding! Ding! Ding! I think I forgot to ask, but... oh, there you go, see? Again, I don't think I'd want that saw if it was making strange noises like that. But I don't think I asked, how are you, Mr. Chester Phoenix, and how are you, Mr. Skink Rules? Are you both well this afternoon? Are you doing things of interest? That question can go to everybody, because I didn't specifically ask that to anybody else either. Anybody doing anything of interest? Are you tackling any projects? Are you relaxing? Are you fiddling with yourself? I don't think you'd be able to do that, though, because I think it would be too distracting. Unless you were really super turned on by my voice, which is alarming. But nonetheless, that is your prerogative. Oh, I need more nails! You son of a whore! I'm going to need at least 16 nails, I think. So let's buy 30. It's his little fun Totoro thing coming. Is it? It is Totoro thing, isn't it? I don't know if I like the alarm and then slurp. I'm not sure about that. It does say slurp, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Can't 100% tell from the size of the bastard. Oh, we need my hammer. If I had a hammer in the fucking nails, or not. Could you, please, no, please, nails, please, nails. I need a man called Nails. Am I not? No. I've got wood. I've got more wood. There we go. So we're having to ignore the side nails. Let's just have a standard person. This standard person can have his hand like that, and then this standard person can have his hand like that. And now we just need to try and get all of the nails in, please. All of the nails. All of the nails, please. I'm begging you, please let me have the nails. I am thankfully not doing anything at all. I need to not be doing anything at all. I see. That, but... Yes! I've caught one! Yes, I've caught another one! Yeah, I've got another! Just you wait! I'm gonna nail you. I missed that one. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna nail this son of a bitch! It is the last thing I do! And it might be... Please! Yes! It's so finicky. It's too finicky. Take the item. Why did you fall over? The whole point of having that back brace is that you don't fall over. And yet every time it falls over, and now it's not considered in the van. Because one of them is getting so in the way. You cowboy hat man. Fuck off. There we go. Right. We want at least one more. It's painful. It's actually painful trying to do this. It is amazing. Right, we should have enough nails this time because I bought a shed load. Interesting. That first nail seemed to just go in immediately, which is just weird. Oh, he's making it rain. He fell for the fact that it was expensive and he was curious, and now he's disappointed because he thought, make it rain, that sounds like it's gonna be fun, and then it went, and he went, oh. Right. And so he was quite disappointed. I don't know what that arm position is meant to be, but I like to think of that as he's fiddling with himself in his pockets. There's 2 ready-made frames at the back. Is there? I really hope you're wrong. I really hope you're wrong. But I will check. I will check in a moment or two. But as I say, I'm hoping for my own sanity that you're either right, but they're not usable, or you're wrong in general. Now, I think it's going to be you're right, but they're unusable. There we go. You'll do. So, at the back. Ah, yes, you're quite right. There are... Yeah, in fairness, I knew about these. I have walked past them, but A, they're giant, and B, they're unusable. Right, so... Okay, let's go page 1. So, save 3 test mock-ups. Cool. When you're ready, place everything. Prepare a grenade. You wanted 2 test mock-ups, but you also wanted 4, so that's the optional. Grenade. Da-da-da. Yeah, we've got grenade. We've got a Dan. Oh, mad. I think we've got a starting doodah. We've got a demonstration there. So, metal cover guarantees survival. Interesting. Plastic cover guarantees survival. I don't really know. But I think it's time to get to the van. Travel. You are here. You want to be at the gun range. At the gun range. That van is so awful. The textures in this game are just... They're not good. And I just, to some degree, I'm willing to accept some level of responsibility for the fact that, you know... Can I carry more than one? Nope. Cool. Well, this is going to be a lengthy journey, isn't it? Oh, hello! That's the one I left here previously. Now you're sort of hanging there. All right, that's fine. Let's get rid of the notebook again. It's getting in my peripherals. Wait, this is a new game. Yes, this is a game that's not even out yet, in fairness. That's how new it is. This is a demo of a game that's coming out soon, or sooner or later. But yeah, it's not great. Oh, it's not great. I mean, I can sort of understand why. I don't think it's actually got anything to do with the Mythbusters whatsoever. So it's clearly the sort of production company behind the Mythbusters going, yeah, we can make a game, yeah, make some money off that, won't we? And then also it's Kickstarter, so you know it's managed to get funding, but probably not enough to make it a great game. Like the whole, cowboy hat man clearly trying to escape every time I put him down. There we go. Right. So there's already a grenade here. This is inconvenient. Oh, what's this? Not holding the necessary tools. I don't know what the necessary tools are. What are the necessary tools? Are you a necessary tool? I think I'm a, The show ended years ago. True. If they were going to make a tie-in, you would think it would be now. So I think, yeah, this is... I'm starting... Oh, no. Okay. Slots for explosives have not been filled. Okay. So do I... Okay, I think I need to do that. And I think, in fairness, I don't actually need the second grenade. But never mind, I suppose. So are you... What are you? Are you the... Oh, I see. You're another grenade. I feel like I probably don't need this grenade, then. Can I... Oh, I can. Oh, I suppose I want to disassemble that grenade. And now I want to have my dynamite. Let's have a look at the notebook. It should tell me what I need to actually be trying to do. So I suppose... I don't necessarily feel like I want to do them both at the same time, right? But I do want, like... You... Well, maybe I do want to do them at the same time. Come here. You in there. That control booth seems way too close. True. Fine, I'll put the dynamite here as well then. Right, we've got a lovely overlap of explosives, and now... There we go. At this point, we start the experiment. And... It's an alarming ticking noise. And I said this last week, and I'll say it again. You do not push the start button and then run to the explosives. Especially when you can hear the ticking sound. It's like, what are you on, guys? What are you on? It's a poor design choice, if anything. It's just a poor design choice. Because it almost makes it seem like it's fine to activate stuff and then go back to whatever it is you're activating. And I find that quite peculiar. Put a bit of metal cover. I don't think that's the right way around, but it's fine. It'll do. Paper cover, plastic cover, wood cover. Got any more metal cover? Because that's the one that's going to keep them surviving. Oh, well, I didn't know I could go around it. I suppose this is for the shooting part. Should have bought that gun after all. Wood cover. Yeah, fuck it. That'll do. Stick a bit of wood cover down. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Get a man. Stick a man down. Delicious. Get a bit of... I'll get a bit of wood. Stick a bit of wood there. Get another man. Stick another man down. That'll fucking do, mate. Get another man. Probably stick a man down here. Get a fourth man, Mr. Cowboy. You can go piggy in the middle. Get another bit of cover. Stick a bit of cover there. I think I wouldn't mind taking that metal cover back. I'll disassemble. There we go. Because I think... Oh. That's interesting. Oh, because I'm in disassemble mode. There we go. he could do with the metal cover. He's standing quite close, isn't he? And plastic cover. Fuck it, why not? It'll do. It'll do. Maybe. Either that or the little man will explode. Shall we blow the shit? I think we're ready to blow the shit. Bang! Did we win a wins? I didn't get the bunker. I couldn't save all of them, but I did save 3 of them. So it's plausible that, you know, dynamite. Throw it all away. Fuck it all, son. Fuck it all. I need to go back to my laptop now, because not only do I film and build all the equipment, I'm the bloke who edits it all as well. Back to the shop. Was that plausible? Yes. Absolutely plausible. It's plausible that this game is not good. I think we're proving that one. I think we're proving it, actually. Oh, the best bit of the game. There's a cat on the laptop. Not literally a cat on the laptop, but it is. What the hell was that experiment? Where's the science? Let me try and find it. There is a sort of explanation. I think basically, so the idea is, can you survive a grenade explosion? I think is the general idea. But it's not. I don't know. It's not wowing me, and it is. And my computer is a little hot at the moment, and it's not. So Mythbuster, Mythmaker Studios. Okay. So now we have to edit all the pieces together. We've got 2 fearlesses. Don't know if that's necessary, but still. I think I tried to include Sergeant Daniel last time, and they weren't having it. You could not at all include Sergeant Daniel. Start with the result and work backwards. There you go. The first thing we tell the audience, and then, yeah, what we'll do is we'll have a bullseye. I know, I'll tell you what, yeah. No, that'll do. Record an episode, that's it. So we have Sergeant Dan, we have the result, so we just shout, it's plausible. That's the opening. That's the cold opener. It's plausible. And then we talk to Sergeant Daniel for a bit, where he regales us with stuff to do with... I'll tell you what, let's put a fearless in at the end, because it gets me more points. Well, I say that, technically it gets... Yeah, I suppose it's a trade-off, isn't it? And then we go, bullseye. And then we go, bullseye. Because the first bullseye wasn't enough to get across the point of it being bullseye. And then we go fearless. Record an episode. Oh, I see, I can record another episode. Nice. Really emphasise the safety this time. But then ultimately do a beautiful sort of stunt. And then we haven't got enough to edit another episode. So that's it. Oh, I've completed the entire Kickstarter demo. That was it. Yeah, that was all of it. Wishlist on Steam. Sorry, lads. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a while before I wishlist this, because it's not. It's not great. It's not the best. It's not a lover. It's not a something. Or your brother. So, yeah, it's. I gave it a second chance. And the second chance did not wow me. Did not wow me at all. So let's go back to. No, it's called. Is it called this? Yes, it is called that. So we're going to pop back into that. So that should update in a moment. But we're going to go back to Model Builder. Was it called Model Builder? I don't know because it's disappeared. Where are you? Where are you? Model builder, there you are. Model builder. Oh, model builder. Oh, are you there? Oh, model builder. Add bully special prize board. I only just spotted that one. Frustrator Painter Simulator. This one actually surprisingly good. I really kind of enjoyed this one. It was alarming. Is continue going to do what I think it's going to do? You would think continue would be continue, but you never know with these things. Also, it seems to have possibly crashed. So, not a good start. Not a good start game. It is only a demo, so you have to a certain extent, forgive crashing, but we're okay. It was just figuring it out, I think, was the key thing. Ba-ba-ba. But this one will come down from our sort of Mythbusters sort of slight annoyance at it being quite so bad and go back down into the chill radio times of Model Builder FM, where we're going to just have a little look around our workshop. Of course, the computer hasn't fully recovered from Mythbusters. Okay, so last week, here we go. I don't want to. I'll just accept it. Yeah. Last week we painted that little man's hammer. Unfortunately, we can't really see his hammer because he's a very tiny man, and I don't think I can zoom in. We also entered a competition with this little truck, little sort of racer, apocalyptic racer. We never got round to painting our little Spitfire. Don't know where I got bullseye from, but I think it's because we were talking about bullseye and now it's stuck in my brain. Oh, look at that. I'm assuming that's sort of like a photo booth where you can spin it around, perhaps. And then we also did this mighty dragon. Look at the dragon with the derpy eyes. Well, I wouldn't... Oh no, there's a weird thing there, so maybe this is what I painted last week. Oh yeah, no, I think it is, because yeah, where I couldn't be bothered to fix where I sprayed random green, this is very much definitely what we were doing last week. And the other tester, I suppose, is yeah, in between the little fingernails, you can, in between the little fingers even. So yeah, nice. So they have stored exactly what I did. Hello, Moon OS.
Fuck me!
Well done on the double timing there. Not quite perfect though. You'll have to start figuring out the exact timing, I think. Although it did seem close, didn't it? Hello there, General Fuck Me. Have a General Fuck Me. You there.
Hello
you
there.
there, Private. Go get a General. I need him to fuck me. Hello there. Did he hello there? I missed the hello there on that one. I think I was chatting over it. That's fine. But yes, General Favourite Boy. Meeting. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. ASAP job. Okay. I think it is just select the project on the workbench. ASAP job. It's a commission of a submarine. A German one. That's right. Knife that bitch. Take it out of the packet. Oh yeah. Look at the instructions. A Type 7 C41. Drop her down. Open the instructions. Find the part. There we go. Find the part. There we go. You click it, then drag it on there. So slot the part into the machine. Let's have a little rotate. And now we want the roof. The roof of our thingamabob. Get on my submarine. Now we want the base plate. Get that base upon the submarine. I think we need to rotate the camera and get the little fin on the bottom. Now, the next page, please. I think is that the full... Might be considered the conning tower. I think, is it called a conning tower? Or am I thinking of something? Oh, no, it's not. It's on the bottom, so it's the propellers. Or rather, it's the sort of shafty, finny things that move around. Yes, the shafty, finny things that move around and form... Oh, we're building guns, I think, yeah. Not sure traditionally. Do you traditionally have sort of a mounted machine gun on a submarine? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, you probably do, but I don't know. Oh, what you tend to have as an arsenal on a submarine. Come on. There we go. Is there a feature where the glue goes everywhere and you can't do certain options because your fingers are stuck together? Because otherwise this doesn't seem realistic enough for me. No, that's true. It's very true. The favourite chef. I will take a prawn cocktail starter and a spag bowl main, please. Well, just hope he doesn't give you a spag cocktail or a cock in the bowl. He's going to give you a cock in a bowl and a spag prawn tail. This would be a conning tower, I believe, if it's called a conning tower, in which case I'm correct. If I'm incorrect, you know, obviously it's not. It's going to be close to that word, but I'm not 100% sure if it is called a conning tower. And yes, they do have. That seems impractical, because I'm surprised. I assume they make them waterproof. But I'm surprised they put standard... Well, I say standard looking. I mean, I'm assuming they are, as I say, waterproof guns. But you'd have thought the whole going underwater would kind of put a bit of a kink in the whole getting the thing together, but still. Now, see, that would be so epic if they actually did have that as an option. Oh, there we go, got it. There we go. I've got a submarine. It's a super duper submarine now. Okay, use a base coat. Get the base coat on. I think that's all I got to do. I just get a little base coat on that bad boy. Yeah, in fairness, it's done all of the base coating automatically for me. I need that. I need that in my life. I suppose arguably there is the possibility that if I did need that in my life, could this be base coated automatically for me? It's probably called commissioning. Can't sleep. Hey, can't sleep. Can you do? And for price, he does. So I suppose arguably, if I was really against the idea, there are options to get me out of it. Now, this just seems silly. Why are you making me paint the front end of the ship? I know I suppose you're putting an example down, but no, let's see if I can. I mean, spoiler alert: the answer to this is no. Can I paint anything on the side? Yes! Yes, I can. That's true. Although I'm assuming that what you're referring to there is the ready-to-paint range, and I realise you can't actually... That's USS Dick. It's fair. That's the ready-to-paint range, and what you can't see at the moment is I'm doing a sort of quotation marks thing, because ready-to-paint isn't always as ready-to-paint as they claim. But, you know, that might be me just being unfair. So is that... No, that's dark aluminium. I'm trying to repair it, but I might be fucking it more. No, there we go. Sky grey. There we go. This is pretty much my painting technique. Oh, fuck. I've put it in the wrong place. I'll paint over it. Oh, fuck. I've put it in the wrong place again. I'll paint over that bit instead. Oh, fuck. Where I've been trying to paint over this bit really carefully, I've painted over that bit. So I guess I best repair that bit, which is not optimal under any circumstances. Right, let's try and get this blue. I don't know if there's sort of... Because Oh, do you actually have to do the top as well? But I don't know if there's any sort of... Whoops. Well, there's a load of drops. And this is what I was... Oh, this is what I was telling you last week. The fact that I can't, it's for the life of me, not click both buttons at once every now and again. Right, we don't have to worry too much about this. This is what I call fun painting, which is... So, amazingly, I think I'm actually going to need 2 thin coats, which is quite something. In fact, it doesn't look like it's actually applying as perfectly as you would necessarily expect on a sort of on a machine. Can't I use a bigger brush? No. Don't be silly. Yeah, I could probably use a bigger brush. Oh no, actually, I don't think I can. No, this is the largest brush I have in my arsenal. I could use a smaller brush, but no, I'm afraid we are stuck with this size brush. Now what we want to do... Oh, I see, actually, did we? It does look quite a lot like what they're saying is I do want to fill in that area. I'm not 100% convinced of this, but still. Especially since I'm now coating the... But again, this is my method of painting, which is you fuck it up first and then you unfuck it later. Oh, I see, I can use the bucket tool here. Which is good news for me. So I use the bucket tool.
Oh, more melon!
Oh, no, melon. Oh, no, indeed. Once when I was getting a tattoo, the artist jokingly drew the word poo on my arm with the edge of the gun and wiped it off. Problem was that it made a micro scratch in my skin, so it didn't wipe away when he wiped it. The look on his face was pure panic. Wow. That is quite something. Oh, I see. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, this is supposed to be the other side. How do we rotate the bloody thing? Yeah. There we go. It's interesting that seems to register as being done, but I think it's the other side, so we want to be careful. I realise, you'll note I did go off-piste for a moment there, because I didn't get the angle correct, but again, do you know what? Weirdly enough, that reflects my own actual painting style, which is try and do a straight line, try and do a straight line. Oh, it's veering, it's veering, it's veering. Fine, embrace the veer, it's fine, it's not happening. It's fine. You're going to head off. Good luck with my virtual painting. Thank you very much. Enjoy the remainder of your evening. Hope to see you again sometime. In fairness, probably see you, or at least hear you, on Sunday, but may see you in the chat again soon. We shall see. But yes, thank you for attending. Thank you for attending. Don't know. Is it an attendance? Whoops. Doodle-doos. Just carefully. Yeah. Look at that. It'll do. In fairness, though. Oh, fuck. Oh no, that's. I think that's the bucket. Oh no, that might be the base coat. I thought it was masking tape. I was gonna say. What's quite interesting is in real life what I'd have probably done was used a bit of masking tape, but obviously that's not available in this game. And then I suddenly saw that icon there that looked alarmingly like the old what's it? Right, where are we? We're still at the front of the ship. Oh, that seems a bit. Or does it? No. I feel like this bit's supposed to be blue. Because if the rest of it's supposed to be blue, that's probably supposed to be blue as well. And I feel like, yeah, this top bit's probably supposed to be blue as well. This is gonna be a little more difficult. Oh, there you go, he's veering. And I did see your joke, by the way. I didn't read it out. Or at least I haven't read it out yet. But embrace the veer is what Vader said. Surely he said embrace the veers. Or rather, perhaps he said stop embracing the veers. I'm going to put him in a AT-ST, was he in? Oops. Never mind. Look, what I'll have to say to the bloke who takes this in is this is traditional for World War II. Yeah? Or World War I. whichever World War this is, 2, I think. This was traditional. All of the painters, every engineer in Germany were, spot on. They were 100% spot on. They were magnificent individuals. But what you see happened was they wound up. Is that the right paint? I think it is. What happened was they ended up hiring a lot of drunk painters. So what you used to get was this pattern on the front of submarines, and as long as he believes it, I'll still get my commission money, won't I? You've painted the lines to compensate for the refraction of light at the water surface. See, now there's a professional paint commission artist. So you now know that there's also a computer dying on its arse, which is inconvenient. What? I don't. Why are you? Good lord, yeah, no, you really are. Okay, this is problematic. I think I need the computer to relax a moment or two. It's weird because it didn't do this last week. Oh, not on this one anyway. I just realised I've fucked the little front bit. It's fine. Nobody will notice. The decal tool. Okay, interesting. What sort of decal do you need and where? So we're looking at about that. Can't paint Mike bullshit. I don't think it's that. Is it that? I suppose let's have a closer look. Oh yes, it is the little shark. Little shark painting forward. Okay. Something like that. Let's just have a rotate of him just a little bit less. I think that's the right location. Bink! Fucking the front bit can be acceptable in certain circles. It's true. And now we want to get that plate on the front. Ideally a little straighter than that. A little bit more, that's the ticket. Or at least it's good enough. Okay, I think we're now looking at the other side. And we want the USAF again. But we obviously want it to be sort of that way. That's the one. We want to pop down. That's it. No, I think we went the wrong way. There we go now. Pop you there, that'll do nicely. And we want the code of the ship. Whoops, a little bit too close. I'm seeing the inside of my ship. I think it's basically just there in the middle. Now we move on to the I don't know. Oh, it's done. So I think basically that was just introducing the idea of the paintbrush. So whereas we've been using all of the I'll reset the camera. Yes, the one we were after. Right, let's try and just repair that. That's the washing tool. That's the dry brushing tool. That's the. Is this the paintbrush? Yes, this is the paintbrush. Paintbrush, cool. Whoa, that's a big paintbrush. Okay, let's try. Oh, that is the size of paintbrush. Okay, this is interesting. That's not going to be practical, is it? Can we I don't know. Have a different brush game? Any chance of a different brush? Yeah, the airbrush. No, tiny airbrush. That's possibly a bit too tiny on the airbrush. Oh, that's also green. I don't remember asking for green game, and also I can't zoom in very well. The grey brown, I think. Let's just try like a 5. No, 5's too big. Let's try like a 3. So we're just gonna try just nipping a bit more of that paint away with the airbrush. Just use the tip. I'd love to, but I don't think the tip exists in this game. So yeah, unfortunately, I suppose technically you do have a certain level of rotation, but you would need to be able to... Yeah. I'm assuming maybe you can unlock different brushes, because at the moment I've just got a soft round brush, and that wouldn't be practical in this situation. But there you go. I've finished your project, mate. Do you want to? Yes, I do. I'm going to hand it off to the client, and he's going to give me 10 perfect stars, despite the obvious fact that it wasn't that good. But that's not the point. Let's check my emails, and we might have completed the demo. Although, it's not enjoying this whole situation. So I think that's the one. So, dear model builders, I'm a filmmaker from Hollywood, and I'm going to make a great. Okay, you can't even write an email, Daniel. I don't think you're going to be able to. I don't think you're going to be able to make a great film if you can't write an email. Also, relatively certain post-apocalyptic is spelt wrong because I'm moderately confident there's a Y in it. What I'd like to propose is a little contest. Whoever makes the best steampunk post-apocalyptic vehicle will be chosen to assist me in movie prop-making capacity. Isn't that great? Well, clock's ticking. Okay, cool. Now that's interesting. We do now have pliers, it would seem. So, the greatest movie. Open up the box. Slice that baby up. Get it open. Get those instructions in my face. Oh yeah, look at that wall. I like it. As a model and a design, I quite like it. Makes me think a little bit. Because they're on little legs, aren't they? Yeah. It's got the tiniest bit of Neo tank to it, if you ask me. But nobody did, so fuck it. Oops, no, I do want the frame here. There we go. Now, you suggested this time using the pliers. Yes. Can I not zoom in at all, game? No. Okay, that's fine. So... Oh, there. Okay, now it zooms in. And... clip! And clip! Yeah! Wait for it. Clip! Clip! And clip! And clip! Oh, it's so much easier doing it like this than doing it in real life, because in real life there's left over little bits of ugly nastiness that you have to get rid of. I don't know whether maybe at some point, because we were previously we were suggesting that you wouldn't use a knife to do this job either, and we've clearly upgraded to the ability to use the little clippers. So I must admit, traditionally in real life I would probably leave a lot of this on the sprue until I needed it. Usually what I do is I take the two parts I need immediately off the sprue in order to then keep everything tidy and under control. But you know, the fact that this has already got a filter system and the fact that you can click on the part to then unleash the part, I very much don't need to care about tidiness. Can I sort of... No, it automatically does it perfectly to the side, which is fair enough. Drop the big plate there, drop the little plate there, drop the big plate. My god, it was a bigger plate than I was expecting. Right, so drop the gun. That's the one. You tend to leave them on there because they're numbered. That's true. That's actually, yeah, that's a very good point. Oh, there he goes there. And then... where does the engine go? Don't know. Oh, I didn't actually take the engine out, that's why. Does the engine go at the back? Yeah, I think the engine goes at the back there, that's fine. And now, the big turret in the front there. And now, let's get some fencing. So if we're looking at it like that, the fencing is here at the top? No. Oh no, we are looking at the back of it. I can't remember how you bloody... No, that's not how you bloody rotate. Well, I think that is, just not the... Tell you what, let's restart. That's it. There we go. Sometimes, again, the camera controls in this are a little bit awkward, but I don't know. Arguably, that might be me not looking at the controls. I might just not be used to it, I suppose. Bring that ladder out. So, oops, wait, on there. There we go. Like this. And now we want to get the legs on. One big leg there. One big leg here. The legs are pre-painted, which is nice. It'll do nicely. Yes. Go. I mean, that's, yeah. There are no parts left, surely. Right, there we go. Over to the painting table. So, what are we doing? We're doing... Those are already painted that colour. We want to do that one. The undergirth? No, not the undergirth. I do want to do... Not that bit, I don't think. That bit, yes, but not... Oh, okay. Maybe I've only got that as a choice. Although, weirdly... Do I want the balls? No, I don't think we want the balls, though. The cabling? No, I don't think so. Have a look at it in big screen version. I feel like I've done most of that, and yet it doesn't seem to register as having done most of that. Which I suppose is fine. That's all the tweedly bits. Yeah, what's weird is that doesn't seem to register as two separate bits. Which is interesting. Unless, of course, you don't... No, I think you do want me to bucket tool it all. Because otherwise you've suddenly changed the rules on me, which is slightly peculiar. So I'd say that. Pop it in there. What colour's the gun supposed to be? Don't know. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Submesh. Ah! Well, that was an important piece of information I don't think I possessed. Which is not hugely convenient. What are we looking at? It's like that, isn't it? Okay, so now I should be able to do that bit. Which is kind of what you wanted. Yes, that's the one. Now let's deal with the little black bits. Do we think that one? Yeah, I do. Now, I sort of think that bit. Yeah, nice. Cool. The gears. Not sure what the feet are supposed to be. But there you go. It seems happy that I've done what it's asking me to do, which is nice. And so we just need to figure out the remaining bits of this bronzy colour. Although I do sort of feel that the bronzy colour is on the thing. So what else could I possibly put bronzy colours on? Because I'm not convinced. Oh, hello. There's the underside of the gears, which I feel like might be important to shift into the black. But I cannot guarantee that crack. Well, that'll probably do. Now we just got to figure out where all the bits of bronze are. Kinda feel like everything's bronze now. So let's try and just fuck around with the back bit. See what we can accomplish now. A little bit of green on the little bit of trim there. Got a little trim. Gotta just tickle paint across his balls. Yeah. All his balls are painted. His balls are glorious. Is it the whole of the ladder? It sort of feels like the whole of the ladder, but I'm not convinced. No, it's not. So that light grey is part of the ladder. Probably not that part of the ladder. Okay, it's that part of the ladder. But there is a second ladder. So I feel like you were premature in your congratulations, you've done this. It's the one. Then I think we want to do... Now that's interesting then. Does that mean... Yes, okay. That means that little tower there is meant to be the sort of bronzy colour. Now, there's clearly still some bronze left. Still some bronze to figure out. Probably not that. But, it'll do. Oh, that's not what I was supposed to be doing at all. That's fine. But yeah, we still can't quite seem to get the final pieces of bronze in, which is weird. But there you go. Never mind. Let's carry on. Carry on regardless. I suppose arguably, let's just double check what that says there. But yeah, apply brass on multiple parts in corresponding area. I don't know what other bits of brass you want. So I'm not entirely sure what you're after here, but I'll give my airbrush out. Oh, I see. So it's sort of edge doodahs. Not necessarily, strictly speaking, edge highlighting per se, but although having said that, I don't know which colour you want on which area. Oh well. Oh, I see. So that colour is the sort of main sort of thing where I'm kind of going, whoop, yeah, whoop, whoop-a-cha. Whoop-a-cha, whoop-a-cha. Whoop-a-cha, up that line right there. Whoop-a-cha, whoop-a-cha. Whoop-a-cha, yeah. I bet this isn't traditionally what noise you make while you're painting. I don't know. Is there anybody else here who makes this noise while painting? A whoop-a-cha, yeah. And then a whoop-a-cha, whoop-a-cha. And then a little more whoop-a-cha. And then whoop-a-cha. A whoop-a-cha, yeah. I think that's all the lines I wanted to do. Plus I think you did technically get a little bonus line, because I may have done it wrong. But it's fine. No, I didn't. Exactly correct. Okay, so this one is more sort of in the... Oh, I think, yeah, it's meant to be the back of the chambers, I think. Back of the gun housing. And then this one, I'm not entirely sure. But maybe just sort of dabble it on. Oh, maybe it is supposed to actually be the whole gun. It's meant to be this sort of black colour. I think I missed and have sprayed black everywhere. Cool. Where's the brass? Oh, you know, it really is just that little bit too realistic. In that sense of, I missed the model. Well, shit. It's too much like my real painting. Especially because I don't know if anybody else has ever done this, and I sort of doubt it, but you never know. But I was trying to paint up a model the other day, and in fact it was the Marvel Crisis Protocol traffic lights, and where I was trying to paint the yellow, I was trying to get the yellow out the pot, of course. And I don't know about anybody else, but the backs of the Citadel pots for me get caked in paint where it sort of ends up coming out, and then it sort of, you can get it squelching and it kind of ends up being all congealed at the back of the pots. People may have solutions for this. I just fucking leave them to dry, and yeah, that's it. But anyway, you can get paint on your fingers, of course. And I was doing that, and I suddenly realised that I was actually accidentally dry brushing the base of the model in yellow. Always get cake paint in the pots. Just needs yanking out with a toothpick. Oh, now see, now that tells me that you don't let it get quite as bad as me, because I don't need a toothpick to yank the stuff off of mine. You can just do that without caring too much, but still. Oh, these are decals. Okay, that's fine. So what's that? Oh, that decal is going to be right in the centre there, isn't it? Yeah, because it's a light. It's like a little light. Boof! That's one thing I really wouldn't mind having a bit of a go at. Using decals. I haven't really had a reason to try them, so. But it's one of those ones where I wouldn't mind at some point. So I think is this just over the vents? I feel like this is just over the vents. I think that's what it's telling me. So over that vent, and one more vent. I'll say one more vent. There's several more vents. Bam, 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 Bigelow. That's right. I'm invoking the name of Bam Bam Bigelow, the biggest of the Bam Bams, and also the lowest. He was a biggie low man, and he was named Bam Bam. I don't know if did he ever shit the bed and do something drastically terrible, or did he actually sort of us again? I got a nasty feeling that this is a big mistake, but we shall see. We shall have a look now. Is there something interfering? Feel like there must be. There's no reason for it to be being such an absolute shithouse. So that's the dry brushing tool, although we still appear to be in the decals view. Yes, there we go. Okay. Dry brushing. Where would you like the dry brush? Is it on the vents now? It's certainly on the front here. That makes a degree of sense, because that does actually appear to be a nice. That's a good dry brushing area. Whoops. You didn't see a thing there. Do we think? Yes, we do. It's a beautiful dry brushing area. Ridges, vents, and stuff like that. Well, I mean, just ridges in general. And the washing tool, of course. The Washington tool. That's equally very good in sort of. Can we get a bigger brush? No. I suppose we just need to get closer to the model. Get closer to the sun. We have to get closer to the sun. I don't know why, but that's a line from Thunderbirds, for those interested. And I think I've explained this before, but it's just like that line exclusively. It just is so like rigidly, permanently stuck in my brain. Constantly thinking of that line. You have to get closer to the sun. Finish the project. Yes, I think it's classified as finished. 10-star performance once again, because I'm just the best boy in the world. That's right. Oh, hey, we've done it. Continue in free play, because it did appear that I had an email, but it's probably quite beneficial because I really need to put this game away, because it is just decimating everything in my vicinity. The greatest movie me To be fair, we did choose someone else, but your model had that spark in it, so get ready for more offers in the future. Wow. They've done it a little bit too real. I entered a competition and I lost. I don't think I needed that in my life game. I didn't need that level of realism. Please, this was supposed to be fake. And yet somehow I've managed to lose in the game. Oh, past me, aren't you an absolute fucking douchebag? Oh, hi, 4K textures. That might be why it's A, looking very good, but also B, absolutely wrecking my system, I suppose. That's a distinct possibility. Doop doo boom bop doo doo. Yes, we know you and your contest-winning ways. You and your smug contest-winning things. Do 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 do. I wonder if that was an important thing. Probably not. Just gonna wait for it to save. Do some admin while I wait for it to save, and then we'll put it off. Put it off there. Do 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 do. Ba ba da boo boo. Bitty bitty boo doo. Bibbidi bibbidi bobbidi boo body. I could probably. Oh, there we go. I was going to say I could probably just fuck it up and completely kill it, but there you go. Spheres MP just got an email that he won a contest painting a four-legged future bot. You son of a bitch. I wouldn't be surprised. Because didn't you win a string of contests all in a row, you lucky little boy? I say little. I say little. Now suddenly I've gone the opposite way of insulting you. Right, so I sort of think the next idea is probably not the best at the moment. Just feel like I need to let the computer chill for a moment or two, because it is proving a touch warm, which is not good. So we'll just let it relax for a moment before we try our third demo. Which might be worse. I must admit, I think these were running some kind of HD texture as well, so I might drop that off when we get in there as well. Drop off the HD, a thing in my butt. That's a rat. Do 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 do. Ba ba do do bo. Habba ba ba do. Habba do ba ba do do. Habba do ba ba do ba ba do ba. Would you like a little bit of trumpet? Sometimes it takes a moment for the brain to just process precisely what just happened, and it has now just processed the fact that I just went, "Do you want a little trumpet?" And how stupid that is. But I mean, arguably, I was a man of my word. I said, "Do you want a little trumpet?" And then I made a little trumpet noise. So I suppose the one slight problem with that is I didn't actually let you answer. I should have said, "Do you want a little trumpet?" and then awaited a response instead of immediately giving you trumpet, because some people, they might not want trumpet. And holy fuck nuts. I did not know that. Well, that's going on the wish list. Whether I'll buy it immediately or not, I don't know, but it's going on the wish list. I'm now watching, I'm now looking through Steam. I'm just letting the computer relax a little bit. But God of War. No, take it back, suck it in. I can whistle. I can whistle in the whilst breathing in as well. I don't know if that's considered a skill or not, but I'm assuming that's how professional whistlers do it. They whistle on the out breath and whistle on the in breath. That allows them to keep breathing. And you've clipped. Would you like a little bit of trumpet? But yeah, God of War. I did not know. It may have been an announcement weeks and months ago, but oh no. Then again, I think that may have been announced today. I think you're actually getting hot news, hot topic news here. But yeah, God of War is coming to the PC. That's quite something. And yes, I would be tempted to say you're not allowed to go and eat. How dare you? But I won't. Enjoy eating. Suddenly made me think of a line from Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon, which I know, like deep down, I know it's meant to be a sort of taunting statement. So the ex-detective character, whose name I can't quite think of at the moment, he does a move, and then he utilises the words enjoy, and then asshole, as in he's calling the man an asshole, and he's sarcastically suggesting that this man, the arsehole, should enjoy the pain brought about the move, of course. Now, the problem is that, when written down, is not too bad, because you can go enjoy, comma, asshole. But when said out loud, quite swiftly, what you get is just a man making the statement, enjoy, asshole, like it's some kind of thing, you know, I'm making that demand of you. Go now. Stop playing this game and enjoy, asshole. So, when I said enjoy eating, it made me think of it. So, feel free to enjoy eating, asshole. I knew the line was coming a few moments before I said it, and it was at that point I lost it. Oh well, never mind, it's fine. I tell you what, while we're waiting and I'm idling a little bit, I'll tell you what's on offer on the front page of Steam. So Griftlands, which we know, a very good game, very enjoyable. A little bit like Slay the Spire in terms of gameplay, but with an argument sort of system where you have to beat them in vocal arguments rather than just killing everything. It's a very good game, very enjoyable. Should play it again. Going Medieval, don't know it, but it appears to be a city builder. Not bad looking. Hunt Down, side scroller, pixel graphics. Can't go too wrong with those two elements in your game. This is a publisher, I think, or something. Akupara Games. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Never really fancied a flight simulator. My grandfather had a flight simulator, and he had all the kit to go with it. The yolk and other bits of the egg. No, as in the sort of all the fancy controls. The Dungeon of Nahilbuk, the Amulet of Chaos. Dwarf Romantic is nice and chill. Is that? What's Dwarf Romantic? Is that an actual thing? Did I say Dwarf? I don't think I said Dwarf Romantic. I don't remember mentioning anything to do with Dwarf Romantics. You might have to help me out. I'm stupid. Iceberg Interactive on sale. No Man's Sky. They did a lot. Oh, you just mentioned it now. Okay, just then. That's fine. Okay, now I'm understanding slightly more. Was it a suggestion of a game? Because I will get back to a game in a moment. There is a planned game. I just need the computer to get back to a bit more of a baseline. Outer Worlds. Fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic game. Borderlands is very fun as well. But if you want to see the Outer Worlds, you've got Mr. Nicker in on Fridays. Right, I think we're ready to have a go of the next demo. So we will edit stream info. Monster Hunter Rise. I am rising up with the challenge of our rivals. Right, let's get a controller in on this bad boy, because I think it's going to be easier. Because I think it was built to be controlled with a controller, and therefore it is a little simpler if you do it with a controller. It's very simple if you do it with a fat controller. He just appreciates the attention. Hey! Right, let's launch the bad boy. Launch the bad boy. But yes, I'll have to have a look into Dwarf Romantic. See what that is. Ignore that. And while the game is loading, I will look at Dwarf Romantic, because otherwise I'll forget. And we don't want that. We don't want that. Oh, it's all one word. Well, according to Google, it's all one word. Oh, is that? Yes. Yes, I think I do know that one. I think I know that one a lot, yes. Or do I? Do I know that one? I think I do know that one. But I might not know that one. Every possibility I do know it. Every possibility I don't know it. Yeah, I think I do know this one. Is Potion Craft... Oh, Potion Craft is a different game, isn't it? Yeah. That one I definitely know, because I did like the look of that one. I haven't purchased it at this point in time, but I did note that one down, and I thought, that looks fun. It's interesting. More so because it looks like an odd one, especially the way you can sort of choose your bottle labels and stuff. Right, I wanted to just... Settings. Yeah. High res textures. I really want them on, but I think it might be better to turn them off. I don't think... Oh, average is fine then, I suppose. Average appears to be the lowest. Image quality... No, I think I would prefer to keep it at the middling value, because otherwise it's going to look awful. Which I suppose is, unfortunate, but fine. Play solo! Ooh, if only I could. I would like to play solo. In terms of Han Solo, I would like to play, not play with Han Solo, although I'm sure he's a magnificent lover. But I mean play a game based on Han Solo. I did have one in mind with a sort of complex system of AI characters as your sort of surrounding entities. Oh, just I was overwhelmed by the music there. It's so heroic. Absolutely love Monster Hunter music. It is truly fantastic. So let's have a look. Can we rotate the character at all? No, that is disappointing. It's fine. But I would have liked to have seen the sword a little bit more clearly to make an informed decision as to whether I wanted to use it. But there is, of course, the Great Sword, which is basically big chunky blade. There is the Long Sword, which is pretty much katana-based stuff. I'm loosely familiar with that, vaguely familiar with that. This is Sword and Shield. It's a Sword and Shield. It's a shield and a sword. You put a shield next to a sword, it's a sword and a shield. And you do things that you do with a sword and a shield, which is have a little slash, and you can block as well. Then the double blades. They are quite fun. They are super fast. Super fast. And you are quite... It's difficult to sort of get hit if you... Well, no, it's very difficult if you get hit. That's what I'm trying to say. Getting hit is painful as that class. Blunt force. It's a hammer. What do you expect you do with a hammer? You hammer things. The hunting horn, one of the more unique weapons within the world of Monster Hunter. I completely forgot the bloody game I was playing. One of the more unique weapons. You smash things and bludgeon things with the hunting horn, and if memory serves, and assuming it works in the same fashion, I don't know how necessary this is. I'm explaining it. I don't know if anybody's not familiar with Monster Hunter. This is possibly useful. If everybody's familiar with Monster Hunter, absolutely pointless. But still, you basically whack people, and I think dependent on the attack you do, you get a different note in the stack of notes, and then you get a button. I think one of the buttons plays the horn, and if you've set up the notes in such a way that you have a tune from those notes, a known tune, you get a special effect. Good for supporting and healing, I think. The old Big Lance. This is basically for poking things. You look at a thing and you go poke, 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 poke. Oh, I think he's pissed off that I've been poking him too much. Hunker down behind the giant shield. He's fucked off. Poke, 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 poke. And so yeah, it's just poking things. I don't have a huge amount of love of playing as a lancer, but you know, it exists and you can poke things. The gun lance. This is all the fun of poking things with the excitement of being able to shoot as well. So yeah, you just sort of you poke and shoot. That's it. Poke, bang, poke, bang. And then the switch axe. This one's one of the more complicated ones. Yeah, I'd say so. This one and the next one are two of the more complex weapons because they transform, as can probably be seen. I was looking at the word switch. As can be seen, switches between axe mode and sword mode. I can't remember precisely how this one works. I think it's a free choice. Not sure, can't remember. But I've got a feeling this one is a free choice. You can freely switch it between axe and sword. But I'm willing to be proven wrong. No, maybe this one is you start in sword mode and then axe mode is the better mode. Not sure. But this one is the Charge Blade, a weapon that is both sword and axe. I think the key thing with this one, though, is it is a sword and shield and then an axe. Ah, there you go, yes. I was saying it before reading the text. Sometimes it's better just to read the text. It makes it easier, doesn't it? But nonetheless, you use it as a sword and then you can throw the shield onto the sword and it becomes a giant axe. It's quite fun. But these two are quite complex weapons. Most of the others are whack it and see. These two are a bit more technical, I think. This one is my favourite. This is the Insect Glaive. Or, as I know it, up in the air, jumpy, jumpy, swirly, whirly, bang, bang time. But yeah, you have a Kinsect, which is the little creature sat upon my arm, and you go, go, Kinsect! And he goes, I don't think he actually makes that noise, but he nonetheless flitters away, flying towards the enemy, and just goes, I've got your sap now. And then he brings the sap back to you and somehow, I don't know, injects it into your very core. Also, fun fact, that looks to be Kezu armor. In fact, I think the whole thing is Kezu, isn't it? Because I think the gun lance is Kezu based as well. Why that's important and why I know that, I don't know. I've played too much Monster Hunter, that's how I know that. But yeah, that's probably the weapon I'm going to be going for, but still. This is the light bowgun, which basically this means you can move around a lot more with the bowgun. They are quite fun. Can't quite immediately put my finger on what that is. Armour-wise, I'm trying to identify the monster the armour comes from. It's not quite popping into my brain. And then this is the heavy bowgun. Pretty much the same as the light bowgun, but you know, you can't move as much, so they're not terrible. I did run a combination of one or both of those in, I think, Monster Hunter try. Yeah, I think so. And then another favourite of mine, it's probably second favourite to the insect glaive, is the bow. And it's fun. It's just fun shooting a load of arrows. And it is a good pick because, I mean, it's Monster Hunter, isn't it? And I wasn't expecting it to pop up on the PSA. But apparently it is coming soon-ish. I can't remember when they said it was going to be. Also, can't identify that armour. I wonder if that's that Kitsuzune. Not convinced though, because I think the Kitsuzune is a little bit more flowing roby type. Let's have a little challenge. Let's see if I can identify the monster. 22nd of January. That's not too bad. Quick answer: no. Quick answer: no. That might not be a monster. That might be something like leather or some such. One of the more basic ones. That one, again, doesn't ring an immediate bell. That is, I believe, Ludroth. I think it might be Ludroth. It's been kind of an open secret this was a timed exclusive on the Switch. Oh, right, I was unaware of that in either direction. But I think that might be Ludroth. But I might be mistaken. It might be one of the other fishy creatures. This, I feel like that might be Barrios. Might be Barrios. I don't know why I'm doing this as a challenge, because it's of no importance whatsoever. But, I don't know. I like to try and identify the monster. It's amusing me. Baggy? I think that might be Great Baggy. Which, in fairness, is quite figure-hugging for the Great Baggy armour. Fun fact, I have... Oh, actually, it's not Baggies, it's Jaggies that I've got. Stupid names when you suddenly start saying them out loud. You suddenly realise how stupid they sound. But in Monster Hunter Stories, I captured a Great Jaggy, and I got the egg of a Great Jaggy, and I needed a nickname, so I called it Mick, as in the Great Mick Jaggy. Stupidest name ever. And yet somehow I suspect I can probably match it elsewhere. That could be the insects. The insects often make sort of a fancy-ish armour. Can't bloody remember what the name... The Bahambras or Bambras. Depends on whether you want to emphasise the H or not. We already established that's probably Kezu, I believe. That... Oh, it might be Tigrex. Or, as they actually say in the game, Tigrex, which I don't like because clearly looks like tiger, and therefore Tigrex makes more sense. That one, don't recognise it at all. And then the bow, we've already established, don't recognise it. To be honest, I don't think they're going to port stories, the first stories to Steam. And B, I don't honestly think you're missing anything if you just play the second one. Because, and don't get me wrong, I love the first one and I'm really enjoying the second one. But I do fear that they basically released the same game twice. Because it hits most of the similar sort of story points. As far as I remember. It hits a lot of the story points very similar. And it hits most of the terrain in a similar order. And it hits most of the monsters in a similar order. All the monsters you expect to see are there. A lot of them exactly the same as they were in stories. A lot of the super moves are pretty much carbon copies from the first game. So, as I say, don't get me wrong, I loved the first game. I enjoyed it, and I do enjoy the second game. However, I think a lot of the elements are a little bit sort of copy-pasted. Hopefully, if they do a third one, that's where they might try and expand it and build something a little bit more new and interesting and fascinating. Yeah, I mean, now, I did play the first one, but of course, my memory being what it is, I can barely remember anything to do with it. And so basically, the only real character that sort of, well, and I think there's plenty, but basically you get the little cat companion fairly early doors, and he is from the first game. And so a few of the characters, he will go, "Hey, buddy, we know you!" And it's like, and for me it was like, do you? Yep. Yep. You know him from quickly on the phone, research. Oh, you do know him from the first game. That's fine. That's lovely. That's all right. Or of course, a couple of the others. Research. Nothing to do with it. Okay, cool. So let's try that. Let's try the gun lance because I like the gun lance. But as I say, being that I don't fully remember the first game, I mean, if you have the opportunity to play the first game, I wouldn't besmirch that opportunity. But I don't think you'd miss anything. It's a bit... I mean, I suppose in a lot of elements, it's a little bit like Pokemon, but it's a bit like Pokemon. They don't really carry on. There's possibly some reference to the past in Pokemon, but they are sort of still separate enough, I think. But, I would recommend doing your own research and drawing your own conclusions. But from my point of view, I don't think it's hugely required. It's not necessarily a required reading sort of thing to actually be playing the first one. Now, did we have that on or did we have that off? Game settings, no, display settings, that's probably what we're after. Where are you now? I wonder if you're not there. Okay. Let's see. Brightness, no. V-Sync. There we go. That's the bad boy I think we want on. Yes. There we go. No screen tearing. That's what we want. Right. Okay. It's been a while. Oh, what was the B? I don't know what the B was. RT. Way. Okay. So it's been a while since I played a Monster Hunter game. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. We've got items. B. We can grab some herbs. I feel like there is a... Oh, okay. What's that? Is that... Are you sprinting? Are you classified as sprinting? It doesn't really feel like sprinting. I think technically it is sprinting. That's fine. Woo! Yeah. Now, how do we get that map to be a little bit more sort of not shit? Alright. Unreasonable. No, that's the detailed map. I don't really want the detailed map. Oh, weapon pose set. Oh, I'm sure that's very important. Yeah! Oh, I think I've activated camera mode. That's not necessarily what I wanted. But I do look fancy. Go, doggy, go, doggy, go. Go, doggy, go, doggy, go. Yeah, look at me. I'm the coolest. Anyway, I don't think I'm necessarily supposed to be doing that. Yeah, I think I've ended up in... Let me ride. Let me ride. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm on the riding. I'm on the ride again. Can't wait to get on the ride again. Hey, little wire bug. I got myself a wire bug. I'll tell you what, the one slight disadvantage, and I suppose it might have been available had I been more attentive, but can I get off? Can I get off? Can I get off? Ah, there we go. I can get off. So I need to... Oh, no, that's how you use items. Good. That's what we wanted to find out. There we go. Okay, that's how I use my weapons. That's how I use a weapon. Yeah, stab you, boy. Now, how do I live without you? Ah, there we go. Okay, that's at least a semi-bug. I don't know what I did there. Oh, okay, there's some kind of mystery card. Whoop, no, could you not? Sir, could you not do that? There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, stabbity stab. Oh, there we go. The bug's back. Are you dead? Are you dead? Hey, bomb badger. Let's just slice into its cheeks and grab its raw meat. Good, that's what we wanted to do. And now, Euphoria, please stop. What are you doing? Euphoria, you seem to be pissing off a large volume of these badgers. And granted, I think this large volume of badgers is going to be good practice, but I still don't necessarily feel like we should be pissing off a whole host of badgers. One badger at a time, I think. You never want to... Oh, and I've also pissed off one of the feline cat things. Also killed a feline cat thing. Good. No, you never actually kill the cats. They just burrow back into their worlds. But now, I've got to figure out how the fuck... No, that's not how the fuck. No, that's not how the fuck. Hey! That's how the fuck. I was going to say... The whole point of this weapon is to be a psychopath in the sky. if I can't figure out how to jump. But there should be a sort of... Ah, right, okay, I hold it. Wait for it. No, maybe not then. Oh, let's try and find the big monster and see what happens. He says, knowing full well that he knows what's going to happen. He's going to get his arse handed to him by a giant monster. Which is fairly standard in standard practice in Monster Hunter. Oh, big poo. Big poo. Big poo on the floor. Big poo, there's a big poo on the floor. Big poo and a little fleshy spirit bird. A tiny, softly glowing bird. Do we have... Well, we did got the barbecue spit, but I don't... Well, I think that... Well... It's barbecue spit time.
Nothing beats some crispy meat.
Oh, you bastards. I wasn't actually looking because I was too busy trying to pay attention to the song. Because the song is the clue to getting the perfect meat. Unbelievable. Absolute balance. Are you done? You done your business? And this is the Jagras, yes. Oh, can't fully remember what the larger version of the Jagras is. Now, are you a bad? Are you a bad? Oh no, you're Flash fine. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've played a proper Monster Hunter. Not that if it was turn-based stories style, I'd be quids in it, but for the life of me, I can't remember how the fuck you play a normal Monster Hunter game. Is it the Great Jagras? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's usually the naming thing. I think it's because I'm thinking of the Ludroth. I'm getting those two confused slightly. Right. Anyway, so okay, can we deal with our barbecue spit this time and not be interrupted, please? Whoops. I don't know how you take it off the spit.
Cooking time.
No. Okay, it's B. Right. I can't do it again, so burnt meat. I've got dung and burnt meat in my pockets. Oh, I already have a well done steak, so I could have just eaten that. Because I think if memory serves, that's going to replenish my energy meter. Yes, it does. Marvellous. Do we have any mega potions? No, I think mega potions is what I'm after. Life powder? That might be the item I'm thinking of, but I'm not 100% convinced. Max potion. No, I don't think the life powder is the one I'm after. Mega potion is probably the one we'll go with. As a sort of quick thing. What are you? Are you the Izabujus? Oh, I mean, you said there's the target, so I'm assuming, are you the Izabujus? I think you're the Izabujus. And your little Izabuju friends. Yeah. Oh, what? Wait, oi. Yo, get your ass back here, bitch.
Get after it.
Slightly concerned I can't seem to... It doesn't feel like I'm targeting as well as I once did, but still. So who the fuck are you, Master Itsushi? You're not here. Go away. Stop telling me things. Wee dongly. Here. Slice and dice time, baby. Here. Psychopath in the air. Whoa. Oh, dang it. See, that's the problem. Oh, there's a wire fall. Interesting. Let's see if we can... Oh no, that's something else entirely. That's... No. Nope, maybe that's if you actually get knocked on your ears. Wait, oh no, I'm gaining health. I was going to say, am I losing health? That would be weird. A psychopath! Perfect! Now, ideally, what I need to be able to do... also figure out how to... That's how you dodge. But yeah, there should be... That's not it. Is that really how you do it? No. Right. Ah, okay, I was doing it the wrong way, which is... I'm not going to lie. A very bizarre way of doing it, Monster Hunter. Very bizarre way of doing it, but I'll take the note and have you do it. So, get back here. No, where's my bug? Oh, right, there's my bug. Now, why aren't you... No. There we go. Why aren't you... You're doing weird things, Bug. Bug, get back here. Bug. Bug, you're supposed to... No, don't wave your weapon around. Get the bug. But the bug should just sort of return to me. There we go, the bug has finally returned to me. If memory serves, no, that would be another orange one. We don't want another orange one. What we want is to try and ideally catch you on the head, sir. Ow. Could you not do that? Oh, yeah, no, could you really not do that? I'll probably get away with just standard potions at this point. Yeah, I'll do. Bell, I think, is doing something, but I don't know what. It's fine, not a problem. Ow. Could you not do that? Pew. God damn it. Pew. Oh no, orange appears to be head. Head appears to be orange, rather. Body? That'll do nicely. Right, now the bug. Bug. Oh, no, okay, right. Eventually I'll learn the controls. It's not a guarantee. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, we've got bug go forward. Now we've got bug go back. And we have bug go forward. And now we've got bug go back. Now we just need the bug to get the right piece. Ah, bug got red. Good. Just need you to get white now, please, if you don't mind. I think white is body. Where's my horn? I don't know. Where's your horn? Is this Healy doos? Healy doos? Healing bubbles. It's a bubble of healing. It's a healing bubble. Hey, dog. Let me ride you, baby. I don't know exactly what I can do while riding a dog. I can pick up my nuts, so that's something. Oh, I can actually use my whippy doos. Oh no, I think I'm just using doggy doos, which I suppose is very different. Oh no, I think that's picking up. That's getting off. Go bug. Yes! Psychopath maximum! If you're wondering, if I'm remembering it correctly, the reason why it's particularly good to get the bug juice is instead of just doing that little sort of slash, I'm now doing maximum sky slashing and maximum everything else slashing as well, but I also need to pay attention to the stamina meter because, well, I wasn't. Oops. But yeah, you can do a lot more if you've got all three bug juices. I think if memory serves, the red bug juice is the best bug juice, but I might be wrong on that account. Easy. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just general slashing for now. Oh, I don't necessarily want to be up its arse, but not of a huge consequence if I am. Here. Really need to get the timing a little bit better, because once upon a time, I was actually quite a good psychopath. But not so much at the moment. Oops. Get the blade away and get the fuck out for a moment or two. Get a little potion up inside my face. And, oh, there we go. So it was right. Okay, so it does fly off. Okay, I think I'm beginning to. The muscle memory is slightly returning. Let's get better at that. I also need to get more bug juice in my system now, which is always a problem. Dang it. So I'll try and explain it to anybody interested now I've learnt roughly what I'm doing myself. So with the Kinsect, you can get it to go forward, and then you can get it to return, and then you can get it to go forward, and then you can get it to return as well if you miss. Sometimes it's easier. It's an interesting one, although yeah, it's weird I can't just do what I want to do there. That's fine. So you've got two options. You can either just send it off on its own, and it will follow the path like that, and it will just go to the creature in a straight line, basically. Or your other option is you shoot a sort of Kinsect attraction goo of some kind, and that way when you just send the Kinsect out, it will try, not always a guarantee, but it will try and track that down. Oh, yes. Ride that monster, baby. Okay, cool. Yes. I'll launch the monster, because, yeah, fine, that'll do. No, I think I've fucked it. I don't know. I don't understand riding in this, because it used to just be try to slash it. Now it's sort of, yes, that is a good way of putting it. The floor is lava, and you send the pet bug to hunt for the jam inside monsters, yes. And I do think the red jam is the best jam, because I think it's the red jam that allows you, that allows you to do this spin attack, and that spin attack is pretty much your bug glaive bread and butter. You know, the slam attack's not too bad. I think you get a longer jump with one of them. I can't remember which fluid does what, but I think if you have all three fluids, you are gonna whoa! It's doing spinny doodah attacks. We don't need spinny doodah attacks around here, thank you very much. What we need is a potion in my mouth. So basically, oh, it's limping, it's flagging, it's not too bad. Great Izuchi hide. Let's stab up a little Izuchi fella. Not that, I must admit, this is not hugely necessary as a demo. I'm not going to get anything for slashing up. Usually you'd want to collect every item you possibly can, but obviously, being a demo, I don't necessarily need to, but I can't turn off the urge to collect every item. So any item in front of my face, and I have to get it. Now, I'm not sure what the glowy... Is that meant to be the scout flyers at all? Or not? I don't know. I just sort of have a glowy orb. I'll tell you one thing I should probably do. If I've got one, I assume I do. Whetstone. Sharpen up that blade. I must admit, that's one of the reasons why I quite like... I think bows don't require whetstoning, if memory serves, because you're firing arrows, obviously. And I don't think the bolt gun things require sharpening either. So I'd say it's always slightly alarming when you've been doing sort of a weapon that doesn't require that sort of thing, and then suddenly into a weapon that does require that. It's quite alarming. Could you not, sir? I'm barrel bombing time. There we go. Oh, apparently I don't have another one, or I can't place it there, question mark? I feel like I definitely have one there, but never mind. I think this little barrel bomb is the one you can use as a fuse. Yes, I need to get the fuck out, there we go. You can also blow it up with your weapon attacks, I think, but, you know. Actually, I think my bug juice shooter, which is definitely what I'm naming it now, my bug juice shooter, where I can throw out the bug juice. Sometimes it's easier to do that one. Although there feels like there must be a way of doing that without putting the weapon away, perhaps, but I'm not sure what that way is. So I feel like I have to just keep putting the weapon away. Slice that tail, and then away. That's the benefit of a bug glaive, is you can just sort of go and a little slice, a little leap, and away I go. Of course, if a monster's lying on the floor, it's a lot easier to get its juices. Ow! Yay! I thought it had done something particularly nasty, but no. Sexy victory theme song. I looked up the other day because I really thought, you know what, maybe I could afford to buy the Monster Hunter board game, but unfortunately it's not available to sort of be purchased at the moment. It's outside of Kickstarter and outside of bonus Kickstarter for people who missed the Kickstarter. So I managed to miss both the Kickstarter and the bonus Kickstarter. But it does look quite fun, and I think it's where I was painting more models recently, where I've been doing a little bit more painting. I just had that urge of, oh god, I bet it would be delightful to paint up those Monster Hunter monsters. And I suspect I'm correct. I reckon it would be delightful. But yeah, I'm going to have to wait until perhaps it's... hopefully at some point it will just be released as a game. And that might be quite fun. The only issue, I think, and it might be solved with extra packs and stuff, but
Nothing to it.
I'm not convinced I saw the bug glaive in the options of the menu, which is a bit of a shame because, you know, bug glaive is the best glaive. That's why it's a bit of a shame, and this is where again I can emphasise the idea that connect to the no, not yet, thank you, not yet, thank you. Just don't get me wrong, Monster Hunter. I'm going to, just not right now, not right now. We'll try the. Shall we go straight to the Magnamolos? I got one letter off. I thought it was. Oh, I suppose really I should have started with the basic try. You're such a dickhead. Yes. Yes, I am. I suppose arguably, yeah, let's have a look at this. And there's the Arzuros. I nicknamed my Arzuros Arthur. Arthur the Arzuros. Why not? Obviously you did. But yeah, anyway. Yes. So the weapons, I think, what they could have done with from Monster Hunter Stories 1 to Monster Hunter Stories 2, I personally think they should have introduced some of the other weapons. Because they could have easily had, for the slicing, they could have easily put in the katana type weapon, the longsword. For the range and piercing, they could have easily brought in the bowgun. And for hammers or bludgeoning, they've already got hammers and the pipe for bludgeoning. Possibly one of the axe type ones, the switch axe. But obviously I'd want the bug glaive as well, so maybe the bug glaive would be slashing, which would probably leave the longsword out, which I'm fine with. I can care less about the longsword. Despite the fact that I'm obviously actually wielding the longsword right now, I realise this fact. But this is theoretically just riding monsters, I think. He's very, very hand, you know. God, look at me go! My hands are everywhere! So, uses iron silk to bend a monster to your will. While wyvern raiding, you can force the monster to attack other monsters or even slam it into walls, dealing massive damage. Now, there are a few steps you've got to take to successfully hang turn on a monster, and that's what we'll be practicing today. So once you're good to go, head on down. I'll give you more info once you do. Okie dokie. Okay, so you can hold RB and use LS to move, attack with the B and the Y, evade with the A. X to dismount and launch the monster forward. I see. Okay, we'll take damage and topple over. So I should have been aimed at a monster when I did that. That's fine. You're mounted on at another monster. You can force that monster into a mountable state, letting you hop on and take control. Oh, wow, that's complicated. Attacking other monsters while wyvern raiding fills your wyvern raiding gauge. Wow, they've sort of combined Monster Hunter Stories and regular Monster Hunter with this sort of thing, because if you're raiding the monsters a bit more, that's basically the entirety of Monster Hunter Stories. And, which is nice. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying as an observation immediately, but it's nice because the two worlds do sort of collide in Monster Hunter Stories. This idea of we're hunters, we're raiders, and they don't, you know, they butt heads a little bit because they've got different ethoses. So, however, once the gauge is full, it will begin to diminish until it is empty. So make sure you pull off your mounted punch. Did you just giggle at the word "pull off"? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Always make sure you pull off your mounted Punisher before. I'm a child. I'm a child. The wyvern raiding timer shows how long you can stay mounted. Is it now going to be every word? Yeah, a little bit. I can't take the words pull off and mount seriously. No, you can't, can you? Time will tick down as time passes, or if you are attacked by other monsters. Once time is up, you'll be bucked off your mount, so try to execute a mounted Punisher, or monster launch before then. Attacks and flinches while wyvern raiding can be cancelled by pressing A. Consumes a wirebug gauge. I see. I did wonder what those things were at the bottom. Executing evade and emergency evade commands as you're attacked by another monster will stun it, allowing you to shrug off an attack. This sounds super complicated, but it's also because I'm not paying 100% attention. I'm trying to do it relatively quickly, but it's fine. Whoa! Dude, how did you do that? I want to do that. Can I do that? No, I can just fall into the arena. Ow. Ow, how did you do the fly doodahs? Okay, guys, it's an important question time. Are you all anime fans? It depends on the anime. And I don't know if I'd necessarily be classified as an anime fan, per se. I like it, and I've watched a couple, but most of them have been translated into English, so they're just sort of children's cartoons at that point. But then again, I did enjoy Sengoku Basara, Samurai Heroes, but mostly because I enjoyed the game. Are you a fan of Cowboy Bebop? If not, why not? I have never watched it, so I could not say if I was a fan or not a fan. So yeah, if not, why not? I've never watched it, that's why not. Is it good? Do you like it? Is it enjoyable? Is there a live-action remake? I see. You ready to ride? First in order to arrive on ride, you need to get a mountable state. Which state do we think is the most mountable? Washington? Michigan? I don't know if there's any states there. I'm assuming, is this the live-action remake trailer? Would you mind, ever so, dropping it in the Discord links area, because that makes it easier for me to track down and watch post-streamings. Best trailer you've seen in years. Wow. It's quite a statement, sir. Quite a statement. If you keep attacking a monster using Silkbind attacks, it'll eventually get all tangled up and become mountable. Since you'll be using a wirebug for this, it'll consume your wirebug gauge. Okay. Silkbind works differently with each one. Oh god. Oh god, there's so much. I do own the Blu-rays, I think it is, of Attack on Titan. The first couple of seasons of that. Should get around to watching those as well. And a couple others as well. Can't remember what they were. But I did go through a sort of... When I watched Sengoku Basara, I went for a sort of... Yeah! I want to watch a load of anime. So I purchased a load of anime. And then never got around to watching it. So well done me. Well done me. I suppose technically I've also got the Digimon movies on Blu-ray, which are technically anime, aren't they? But again, I haven't actually watched them. I did watch the Batman Ninja, not technically anime, but worth mentioning at all times. At all times it's worthwhile mentioning Batman Ninja. And I did watch the Bayonetta. That's technically anime, I think. I mean, it's Japanese and it's animated. That's close enough, isn't it? Oh, swines. I don't actually care. This is the unfortunate problem with this tutorial at this exact moment in time. I don't actually care. Okay, my weapon has been drawn. And now you want me to Silkbind. Is that the right? No, you said LT. Silkbind! Yeah! Yeah! I think there was B as well, wasn't there? Or was it just those two? No? Oh, I've used all my silks. I've used my silkiness. I will have to draw the weapon again. I know. I'm going to get that far. But given how Netflix handled Death Note and how the Avatar show is coming along... Oh, Avatar's got a TV show, is it? I must admit, I don't know. I had no clue whether it was like Wii. I had no idea if it was like Wii or not, but I drank it anyway and thought, well, you know, what'll happen? No, I don't know whether it's like the original or not, but I quite enjoyed the Avatar film. I don't know whether that feels like one of those things you're not supposed to admit to, and you're supposed to sort of be ashamed. But I genuinely quite liked the live-action film specifically. I quite enjoyed it. It was nice enough. To the film. I watched it. I went, yeah. But it never got a second one, which is a bit of a shame. I think so. Yes, I think so. A puppet spider. Okay, there's a puppet spider. A puppet spider. I've got a spider and I've got a puppet. I put them together. I've got a puppet spider. Okay, so weapon sheathed now. Okay, I think so. Not fully on board with precisely what you're talking about, but I'll have a crack at it. Puppet the spider. Okay, cool. I have a puppety spider. Nice. Yes, I picked up a puppet spider. So where's Arthur? Oh, there he is. All right. I don't know precisely how you use a puppet spider. Hey, I think you just use the use button, I suppose. Cool beans. Yeah, sweet. Ride the wyvern, baby. Even though this isn't technically a wyvern, but yeah, apart from that, it's all good. So move. Yeehaw. Woohoo. Yeah. I'm riding the Azores. Yeah, it ticks down over time whenever you're attacked. Yeah, all that jazz. Time won't decrease while you're doing the doodads. Light attacks. Yes, there we go. So actually, I'm assuming there's going to be a heavy. I mean, I imagine most people know this already because it's been out on the Switch for quite some time, but I don't really tend to pay attention. So it's quite good in some ways because, of course, I rarely, if ever, get spoilers, which is quite useful. But I'm assuming there's going to be a bit more of a sort of emphasis on multiple monsters at a time, which might be quite interesting. Dangerous, but interesting. Netflix is doing a live action of The Last Airbender show, which will be set in modern day USA and everyone will be a high school student. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, granted, it might be quite good, but you do wonder sometimes. I know, like, I suppose people want to put their own unique stamp on things, but there's a little bit like, why change it? Or, and I already know the answer to this question. I know the answer. It's for brand recognition and stuff, isn't it? But if you want to do that much of a change, why not make something new? And as I say, I already know the answer to the question, brand recognition, but the problem is they shit all over the brand and then it doesn't get recognised as much anymore. But the original creators of Avatar left that project and then announced they were working with Nickelodeon to make a new series of Avatar. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Anyway, so X launches a monster, A to regain footing. Okay, interesting. I think I just about understand what you're talking about. So I want to launch you. Okay, that didn't work, but it's fine. Technically, I think. Ow! Do you mind? Sir, do you mind? You're supposed to be my monster. There we go, I think I'm back on the monster. Now try out a mounted Punisher. Okay. And here we go, yeah, we're going to go against another monster, which is quite interesting. Move, move, move. This is, I'm not gonna lie, it is quite awkward. Yeah, nice. Slicey dicey. And then let's try and get around about it. Around about it, slicey smashings. So I'm supposed to be filling a doodle, aren't I? So wait, hang on. Could you turn around? Could you turn around? It's troublesome getting them to point in the right direction, I think. I might have missed a key controller or something. A key control, considering I've been skipping through the tutorial quite so quickly, but it is, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah. Because they are quite slow and quite lumbering. Now, granted, different monsters, I suppose, are going to be slightly different, but this one, quite slow and lumbering. Yeah, the only reason to use a pre-existing brand, brand. No, you've written it correctly. I read it correctly the first time and then doubted myself. Is to bring in the old fans. Yeah, I know. But if you're doing something that pisses them off, that's the quickest way they'll leave. Yeah, it's absolute. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Well, brain broken from irritations. But yeah, I can't deny it. I don't necessarily have a huge fan. I barely know The Last Airbender, but I don't necessarily see the point in trying to change up every a key detail, like modern day USA high school student. Why change that? And as I say, we've both answered the question why. I'm not suggesting there isn't an answer, and I'm not suggesting it's one of those questions that's like, must you have that reasoning? It's a shit reasoning. It feels like the sort of one where if you went, if you were asked that question and you gave that reason, someone would tell you to go back and think again. But clearly that's not how the TV industry works, because they get allowed to do these things. Okay, so you can use Y and B attacks to topple monsters without fail. Okay, when fighting fast, evasive monsters, topple them first to ensure that you are able to land the coup de grace. Okay, so Mounted Punisher. I'll have a go. Mounted Punishment. Oh, I'm going to nibble your niblets and possibly do something else. There we go. Yeah. Going to really fuck you up, son. And then I'm going to eat some honey and everybody's going to have fun.
Excellent.
Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Do you know what? These Arzuros are a lot more a lot more intimidating, but one. But yeah, they are a lot more intimidating while you're a tiny hunter than when you're facing them in. Just keep running. But yeah, they're a lot more intimidating in this game than they are in Monster Hunter's Riders or Stories. Mostly because I suppose they're bigger and nastier and going to try and kill you, and you're not sitting on its back going, yeah, it's fun. Anyway, I'm going to return to the title screen because I think we'll put it away now. I won't do the other hunts. Maybe next week I'll keep the demo downloaded, and perhaps next week we'll try and do those other 2 hunts. But I can't deny, intermediate and difficult hunts are usually the ones where I go, friends, come friends, you do all of the work for me and I'll reap all of the rewards. This is an arrangement I can get behind. Thank you. I am a terrible Monster Hunter player because I just rely on other people to do it for me by inviting them to basically do the game. I get all the highest grade equipment, try and get it up to the maximum, and then I just stand there and go, yes, you're doing a magnificent job with that dirty great sword of yours. I'll just leap around a bit and look like I'm doing something when in reality I'm doing shit all. So yeah, that is a distinct thing that will happen. Well, I must admit, I've not even actually watched the trailer, because I'll do that after the stream. But the colours and profiles of that trailer thumbnail, they've done a good job on that already, which is sometimes a good indicator. So there you go. Yeah, I imagine if you've gone through Iceborne, I imagine you've probably encountered my Nemesis monster. Now, granted, there's a good few Nemesis monsters, but I think this one is probably the real one that just I cannot quite get my head around beating regularly. I have beaten them in the past, but they're the one monster that seems to just kill me the most often, which is the Barry. Now, which one is it? It's the Barrioth with an I? I'm going to have to look that up now to make sure. Barrioth with a what? Yes, it is Barrioth R-I, not as the other one is, which I think is just, yeah, a Barroth with just R's. Absolute piece of piss. A Barrioth, they are, I mean, they're just so fast. That's the problem. They are so fast. You can be sort of... You kind of try and disengage for a split second, and then it is straight back on you. Because it just slides across the ice like it's nothing. And the spin attack it does on the sliding... And it's just like, will you please just fuck off? I don't need you, sir. I don't need you. No, I don't. I have never enjoyed facing off against one of them things, and it was one of those ones where when I played the base game, it was like, oh, good. I don't remember any monster particularly sort of. Obviously, all the monsters are difficult, but none necessarily that make you go, I don't want to anymore. Unlike the Barioth. Like the Nergigante is reasonably difficult as a monster, but kind of doable. He's got quite big wind-ups, big lead-ups, fairly readable. Whereas the Barioth is sort of, he looks at you, and he's already damaged you. Because he's that fast. Anything that fast is quite bad, in fairness. The Tizyaku. I don't recognise the Tizyaku. Let's see if I recognise the actual image of the image of the thing. Ooh. Oh. And I feel like it's looking like it's in the base game, so I must have faced it. It just doesn't fully. Yeah, it looks like it's in that foresty area, so I must have faced off against it at some point. I just don't remember it. Maybe I just purged it from my mind. I just went, no, it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. Interestingly enough, close enough. Your spelling was close enough that Google took over and figured it out for me. So I'm looking at the correct monster. I just don't immediately recognise it. It's the first encounter. Yeah, that's why I must have done it, because I've definitely completed the base game, and I pretty much ended up drifting away from Monster Hunter when I got to the Barioth. But still, they are. I suppose, but it also looks like quite a small one. So it's probably like your baggies, your jaggies and stuff, and it's that sort of size, which they're usually quite easy, in fairness. So, not every monster's difficult, you're quite right. But anyway, Barioths are a nightmare. The one I don't think appears in it, now maybe it appears later on, and maybe it appeared as a special if you carried on playing it, but it was a shame the Zinogre wasn't in Monster Hunter World, because I absolutely love the Zinogre. One of the best battle themes ever created. I'll probably get in trouble, but fuck them. Let's have a tiny snippet. Now where are you? I suppose. Oh no, there you are. Battle. This is one of my favourite battle themes of all time. Probably can't hear it all that well. We'll go for the intro slideshow. Slightly louder. Just the tension in that opening. But you don't even need to know what a Zinogre is to know from that battle music that it's big, nasty, and will fucking kill you. But yeah, that is the battle music for the Zinogre. The first time I heard it, it was like, oh my god, this is so tense and so exciting and such a brilliant theme. Anyway, apparently it is in Iceborne. I must just never have gotten that far. I have one in Monster Hunter Stories, which pleases me. I think I called him Ogrin. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do have a sort of slight variation. And Mr. Skink is making it rain. And again, I imagine is supremely disappointed. Look at me, I've put the coins on the screen and I regret spending all that points. And then you're just sat there going, but now I have no points. It's all pointless, isn't it? Everything's misery. All from just redeeming one redeemable. You've gone into a cycle of despair that will ultimately end in death. As does everything. Pointless, just like my sword. Yes, but in fairness, your sword is a wand, so I don't think it's meant to have a point, is it? Your D&D character I was referencing there, if it wasn't obvious. I would hope it was. What is the notification? That's not the notification. Oh, I see, that's the notification. I don't care. But that's solved that icon that's been flashing for a while. Well, I say flashing, it's just been appearing in the corner. Anyway, let us see. Tonight, for your viewing delectation, if you are after... I almost called him Calabiru. I still spelled it wrong. There we go, that's the one. For your viewing delectation tonight, if you are so inclined for the old... beatboxing. No, he doesn't beatbox. If you're after video games, you would be interested in Mr. Malus Culiburs.
In the tornado when you're on the Cougar
Was he really playing Dungeons?
Guess why?
Interesting.
That's right, you died.
I don't think that's
die.
true.
Okay, I think I've
Unless
actually
he did a
got coins
special.
from out here now. Except that one red one, and you know what? Fucking forget
He might be
about it.
planning on doing
It's not
Dungeons.
worth it! Motherfucker!
But, I don't
Do you know,
recall
I
him
knew
doing
that was
because
going to
the last one
happen.
he
I
did
knew it was
was
going to
Saturday.
happen moments before it did. Okay.
I assume.
So I'm just going to take a minute break to pour
Under the-
myself a glass of wine.
Under the impression he was doing
Clearly that's the issue
Saturday,
here.
which would have been the completion of Drod. So I don't know. Maybe we've just had a little bit of a spoiler where he set it up to be playing Dungeons free tonight, perhaps. I don't know. But that's if you fancy some video gaming action. If, however, you do not fancy video game action and you fancy a bit more of the painting times, I must admit, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at his trailer to know what he's actually doing tonight. So it looks very wrestling themed. I don't know if that's true. That might be copyright music, so I'll talk over it and, you know. Oh, I see, yes it is. I could have just read the text instead of playing the video, I didn't spot it immediately. He's painting a wrestling frost giant in a singlet. So that might be quite good for people if they enjoy wrestling in singlets. And painting of...
So yeah, lime and menthol, and here we go. It's instant. And then you open your mouth and it gets worse.
Not entirely sure what he popped there. Something to do with lime and menthol it sounded like, but I'm not 100% convinced. Either way, it seemed like a bad idea. Which, in fairness, is a very good reason to watch his stream. Oft he is done in by bad ideas. It's a little bit like Malice when he was encouraged to eat coffee at New Year, I think. Someone encourages him to do a bad thing and he just does it. That is the can't sleep, must paint way. So if you want to encourage bad behaviour, pop on down and try and get him to do something silly. I don't know who would have told Malice to eat coffee. That would have been a terrible idea. Basing your whole life decisions on an episode of Red Dwarf would be a shocking thing to encourage. Anyway, I suppose arguably might be worthwhile doing some kind of Raidington. What sort of numerical values do we have? Not an intolerable amount, so I suppose it could be worth something. If we find a suitable target. Oh, well, he's not got a huge amount of viewers. Oh, and I suppose we might as well. We've done him once before, you know. But I am always mildly intrigued by Sekiro Shadows Die Twice because it's a game that I simply can't play. Well, I say that. I could probably play it, but for about 5 minutes at the beginning before going, nah, it's not for me, thanks. But I do enjoy watching it. Although I do enjoy people who are competent playing it. Now, I don't know either way, truth be told. He does a rather marvellous Dark Souls, I think, as far as I've seen. So he may be a natural at the old Sekiro, but apparently he's never played this one before, so always fascinating. Anyway, so yeah, you've got Malice or Can't Sleep for tonight. 9 o'clock for the pair of them. And then tomorrow night, Thursday, 9 o'clock, will be Dragon Quest Builders 2, followed by Graveyard Keeper. And then Saturday, probably, maybe, I don't know. Keep an eye on the Discord, essentially. We'll probably do 4:30 for Saturday RPG, but I cannot guarantee that. It's proving difficult to keep the will to bother up on that one, but we shall see. Anyway, I will say cheerio, give it a good few seconds, and then do the little raid button. So cheerio.